Here are 10 manifesting myths that you didn't know about that's going to change how you think about manifestation. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you like this content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If you would like to work together, that information is in the description box below for you, as well as links to my other channels. So these manifesting myths that I'm about to go into are probably blocks that you have. And so I'm going to go through them and you're going to realize how easy manifesting really is. Now, I do want to say that there's no right or wrong to manifestation, right? It's all about just how we choose to release the resistance around something that we want and just let it in. But I want to make this as easy as possible. And so it's time to reveal the truth about manifesting. Myth number one is that you need to continuously become a new person, become someone else, and change things about yourself. Now, this is not bad advice because basically you do want to become the happy person who already has what you want, right? But you are already that person now. You just need to shift your attention onto that. You need to shift your attention onto different thoughts and things. But here's where we get stuck, and here's why this can be a block, and it was for me, is that I kept thinking, because I don't have this thing yet that I want, there's something more I need to do. There's something more I need to work on. What else do I need to do? What else do I need to know? What else do I need to learn? What else do I need to fix? And we can get caught in this loop of like, I'm never good enough. I'm not perfect enough yet. I still need to do more. I still need to figure this out. And when you're coming from that state, you're in a place of lack because you're recognizing I don't have this thing yet and there's still more I need to do. Instead, just shift this into, okay, the happy version of myself who has this thing, I do have that part within me right now. And so I'm just going to make better feeling choices. I'm going to make happier choices to just feel better, to feel good, because that's who I truly am. And it's leading me to everything that I want, which exists right here and now. I'm not doing anything. I'm not making anything happen. I'm being. Manifesting is not about doing. It's about being. It's about feeling. So instead of thinking, I got to fix this about myself, I got to become someone completely different to who I am right now. It's not even that you're far away from the person that, has those things that you want. You're not far away from those desires manifesting fully right here and now. Your moments away, your thoughts away, your vibrations away. Just focus on how can I feel better? How can I feel even more good? How can I be even more happier? Focus on the being and the feeling. You're not changing, you're releasing. You're releasing resistance. You're coming back into who you truly are. Instead of, I need to keep changing, I'm not good enough yet, let's practice feeling good enough. Let's practice just being that happy person. Myth number two is that you need to be super high vibe in order to manifest what you want. We're under the impression that we need to be, again, perfect. We need to be super happy, in love with life all the time. No one is that way. We all have dips. This is the whole creation process. And so again, you can be blocking yourself from manifesting what you want right now because you're like, no, I need to be more of this. I need to be more excited all the time. I need to be super high vibe. Otherwise I can't get what I want. But you have to realize that everything is manifestation. Every moment is a manifestation. Every single thing, whether you're doing it on purpose or not, it's manifestation. And it's only about releasing resistance. So if you were to stop pushing against what you're currently living now, everything you want would start flowing into your life because you let go of the fight, because you let go of the resistance. And that's all that's necessary. There are lots of people who have just kind of found resonance or started to believe more that they could have, for example, a lot of abundance. That doesn't necessarily mean they're super high vibe, but they do have a strong expectation or belief on that subject. And so, don't think that you need to be perfect and super happy all the time. You can manifest what you want now, as long as you are mostly aligned with it. Myth number three is that you need to focus specifically on your goal or desire in order to manifest it. This is not true, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, you will know that I preach that because it has been my experience. I have manifested many things without thinking about them. I manifested my relationship, my soulmate, without thinking about it, without trying. I was not visualizing. I gave up completely. Again, this is about releasing resistance. Same with my health. It's when I let go, right? And I give those subjects a rest that they start to manifest. You never need to focus on it. Focus on it when it feels good and if it feels good to do so. Otherwise, get on other subjects, get off that subject to the best of your ability and practice the emotions, like feel more of the emotions that match your end result. Either way, you're getting on the frequency of what you want. Again, there's no right or wrong. All you're wanting to do is match your emotional state with the emotions that match that future or that end result. There's this success story that I always love to come back to because it's such a good feeling example of how easy manifestation can be. And it was this woman who was talking about how she struggled with money big time, and she was living in a trailer with like roaches and holes in the floor, and she was trying to manifest abundance, and she was trying to visualize it and trying to feel it and trying to focus upon it, and it just wasn't working, and she just became exhausted, as I feel like a few of you can probably resonate with. We've all been at that point. And then she just decided one day, okay, I'm poor. I'm just going to accept that, and I'm just going to make the most of my life. If this is going to be my life, I'm just going to be as happy as I can be. And basically, she just let go. She wasn't focusing on getting or becoming abundant anymore. She wasn't even thinking about that subject. She was making the most of her current situation, and she was appreciating everything and anything, and she really felt that way. And she said within a month, she attracted an opportunity which led to her having millions and millions of dollars to the point where she could afford to buy an island. And she said that money felt so easy to her, just like the sun coming up. She didn't even think about it. All she did was give up her resistance. So whatever way feels best for you to do it, it's right for you. If you've had a similar kind of experience where you just kind of let go and then you got something, post it down in the comment section below. Myth number 4 is that manifestation is a subconscious process, that your subconscious is controlling you, that we need to reprogram it, we need to change it. No. It is a conscious process, and I want to make this point very clear because I want you to know that you're in control of your reality. Nothing is running the show for you. It is all about your moment by moment choices, and you are in complete control of that because you always have the ability to feel better. And when you feel better, you shift your energy, you shift your point of attraction. So unless you are keeping a vibration active within you, it can't buy your attention to some thought or memory or emotion. It cannot affect your life. Unless it's active, it can't affect your life. It's only if you are consciously picking it up every day and maybe you're not realizing it. Myth number 5 is that you need to believe in your desire 100% of the time with unwavering faith. This is not true because it only matters what your dominant vibration is. So if you're feeling pretty damn good, you're feeling aligned, you're feeling really happy like 60% of the time. That's what I always use as a ratio. It could be higher than that, but 60% of the time, you know, for the most part every day, you're feeling pretty aligned during that time. 40% of your day is still kind of not feeling good, maybe focused on negative things, but it doesn't matter as much because your dominant vibration, which is mostly what the universe is responding to, is that 60%, is that alignment. And so you attract more things that you like and that you want and less things that you don't like and don't want. Myth number 6 is someone else is stopping you from getting what you want, or someone else is in the way. Right? Now, this is not like usually in manifestation, we're teaching the opposite of this, but I do want to clear up this point is we can get stuck in feeling like someone else is doing something to us or stopping us from having something, or really that there's only so much that we can attract from a person or in a relationship or a partnership or or a friendship. There are no limits for you. You'll always get what you're a match to. So if you feel like someone's holding something away from you, or you're limited, you can't get that from this friendship, partnership, relationship, or whatever it is, know that that is not the case. You are the only one that can hold anything away from yourself. Myth number 7, only some conditions in the body are caused by vibration. I put this one in here because I saw a lot of people's comments saying, oh, I think like no medication or no treatments are working, so this must be a vibrational problem in my body. But it's always vibrational. It's always about vibration because you are energy and your body is energy and everything in this entire universe is energy. All energy vibrates on frequencies. So it doesn't matter if it's a full-on like disease, a chronic condition, random symptoms, just like headaches, sore throat, could be that you injured yourself. It is always to do with your vibration. You attract it every single time. And it's not even that you're attracting it, it's just that you're in some resistance. You're contradicting, something that you want. You got some level of resistance going on and it shows up in the body pretty much every single time. Myth number 8 is that your thoughts create reality. Now, this is true to some extent because you can be thinking a thought that brings on the emotion, but what really creates your life is the emotion, is the feeling. What the universe is responding to is your vibration. When we say vibration, we're basically meaning the emotion behind what you're speaking. So it's like if you're saying, I am wealthy, right? When you're affirming something, but if you're feeling lack or you're feeling fear, that the universe is not responding to the words that you're saying or the thoughts that you're thinking, but the feeling or vibration underneath that. So responding to the fear that you're feeling. Same thing, I am healthy, I am so well, but you're feeling absolute doubt and lack in that moment. That is what the universe is responding to. So it's not so much about what you do or you say, but the feeling behind it. And that's why some people say, oh, I manifested this, a car crash, but I never thought about it. How did I attract it? Okay, well, emotionally, you were a match to that. So say if that would make you feel, absolute misery, for example, or fear. Maybe it made you feel a lot of fear. That means that fear was pretty active within you in order to attract that. Myth number 9 is that you need to do shadow work in order to manifest what you want. And this is just not true. Like if you really feel like you have to do it and that's the only thing that's going to work and you resonate with it, then you do whatever's the path of least resistance for you. But I know for me, and I know for most everyone I've worked with and just most people, I would say that shadow work is not actually at all necessary and can kind of put you back a little bit. Because as soon as you're focusing on what has gone wrong or what's wrong within me, you're focused on the negative thing. And if you're giving attention to something that's unwanted or negative, then you're not aligned with what you really want. You're focused on how do I fix this over here? It doesn't need to be fixed, right? It's only active either within your mind or it's active because it's showing up in your life because you're giving it attention, right? That's the only reason. And so if you're giving attention to something else that feels good or feels better, then that's what's going to show up within your mind, within your beliefs, within your life experiences, right? Within your physical reality. And the other things will dissipate. The other things will disappear and change. You never have to go back and try and fix anything. That usually just adds more resistance. It's about letting go. It's about dropping it. It keeps you in the vibration that matches the problem, that matches the past. You don't even need to find out what went wrong and why and try to solve it and fix it. It only matters what you're doing right here in the moment, right? The universe is only responding to you right now. And so if you're focused on a problem of the past, then that's the frequency, the vibration you're emitting. You're not a match to that wonderful future that you want. And lastly, myth number 10 is that you need to work on your limiting beliefs around a specific subject. Now, I always encourage my clients to challenge their limiting beliefs as they come up to give reasons why it's not true and it's not valid. And occasionally when I have a really, stuck negative belief that keeps coming up, I will do like a little bit of work just to shift it. It's not even work, I'm just soothing myself, right? I'm not even working on it or trying to change it. I literally am like, this is really bothering me. I want to feel better. Let's just write out some things. But in general, you don't need to go figuring out all the limiting beliefs. Like, yes, be aware of what you're focusing on and make better feeling choices. But you don't need to get really clear on all those limiting beliefs and then work on them and try to change them. Again, you're keeping them active. And I know this with all my heart and soul because I lived it. I manifested, so I had really bad patterns with health, especially, and relationships, where I'm just pretty consistently attracting, negative things in those subjects, and it's never really resolved. It's never really where I want it to be. And I'm like, I'm trying to work on it and change things and do manifesting processes and whatever else for ages and for years, especially with the relationship subject, right? So I had a really bad pattern of attracting crappy relationships, right? A lot of beliefs there. But it's so funny because I didn't sit there and focus on changing all those beliefs. I didn't focus on the subject at all. In fact, I just dropped it and I activated something else for a while. All I did was I deactivated those beliefs, those limiting beliefs around relationships and health and whatever else. I deactivated those by not giving them attention. Literally, I starved them. They could not survive. I was shocked by how effortless and how easy it was for me to change a pattern that was just there for so long that I didn't know how to resolve it. And all it was caring about where I place my attention. And so caring about how I feel. And with the story I mentioned before about the woman in the trailer, same thing. She didn't go and try to fix all her money blocks. She tried to do that and it didn't work because she was just focused on fixing, right? And this is about releasing resistance. This is about ease. This is about flow. This is about joy and fun. Okay, so that is the 10 myths. Now, what do you think? Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've come to those realizations yourself, or if there's anything in this video that you're kind of like, whoa, that's shocking, you didn't know it. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know and give this video a thumbs up for me, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to work together, that information's in the description box below for you. Have an amazing day and I'll see you next time.